At the beginning of Jesus' ministry, as Luke records it, Jesus announces a great Jubilee. In his first sermon at Nazareth, he quotes from Isaiah, which is in turn alluding back to Leviticus 25 and talking about the Jubilee. The Jubilee is an announcement of a great Sabbath year. It's a Sabbath of Sabbaths, where not only does the land lie fallow and slaves are released, but all those who have been displaced from their inherited land return to the land. The land returns to its rightful owners. And when Jesus announces the Jubilee, he's announcing that that's what's going to happen. Isaiah is talking about a return from exile, where the true owners of the land are going to come back from exile and re-inherit the land. And by announcing a new Jubilee, by quoting from Isaiah and alluding to the Jubilee laws of Leviticus, Jesus is announcing that his redemption is going to bring a final end to exile, bring the exiles back to inherit the land, and the rightful heirs are going to be those who occupy the land and enjoy the bounty of the land. The land in Deuteronomy, the land in Joshua is a land not only of milk and honey, but the land is a land of grain, new wine, and oil. It's a Eucharistic land. It's a land of bread and wine. Jesus announces a new Jubilee. Before him, Joshua also brought a new Jubilee. When Joshua enters the land, he's leading the people to inherit the land. The rightful heirs of the land are now taking control of it. The land was promised to the descendants of Abraham. Now the descendants of Abraham are moving in. And even those Canaanites who ally themselves with Israel are allowed to stay in the land and occupy the land and share in its bounty. It's no accident that the city of Jericho falls when the priests blow their trumpets. Trumpets are the instruments used to announce the beginning of the Jubilee. And the beginning of the inheritance of the land is announced by the blowing of trumpets at Jericho. Joshua brings a great Jubilee. Jesus is the greater Joshua. And by leading in conquest, he brings the land, brings the world and all its bounty into our inheritance. We are the heirs of the world in Abraham's son. We are the heirs along with Jesus of all the nations. And because of that, we inherit all the bounty that Jesus has prepared for us. The Lord's table, the Eucharist, is a pledge of that bounty, a pledge of our inheritance. It's a sign that we will one day enjoy the fullness of that Jubilee when the rightful heirs will inherit the earth.